A very long time back, there were no schools and no teachers. Little children lived in caves with their parents and only helped them to collect fruits and berries from the forest. At that time, there were no tigers or panthers or elephants in the Pambupati forest. The forest only had reptiles, snakes, crocodiles, turtles, lizards, and all manners of reptiles filled the forest. Some were dangerous, and others only looked dangerous. They had scaly bodies and lay eggs. Every month, the reptiles of Pambupati gathered for an important meeting. Everyone came, the venomous snakes, the thoughtful tortoises, the clever lizards, and even the evil-looking crocodiles. Makara was the largest crocodile and the president of the reptiles of the forest. He presided over these meetings. He liked to exert his importance over smaller animals. No one dared defy him. Then one day, a week before the meeting was due, Makara dispatched a letter to the group leader of tortoises, ordering them to stay away from the meeting. Ahiste, the big old star tortoise with black and yellow patterns on his beautiful shell, was very angry. "This is an insult," he thundered. "How dare that evil Makara suggest such a nasty thing?" The tortoises were angry, but dared not defy Makara. They were few in number after all. Then the day of the meeting arrived. Everyone arrived at the venue and waited for Makara to arrive. He arrived late as usual. "My dear brothers and sisters," he began, all the reptiles, even the royal king cobras, stopped speaking to each other and paid attention. Makara continued his speech. "I have decided that we don't need the tortoises any more to be a part of this group. Hence, I have instructed them to avoid attending our meetings. Fellow men and sisters, what are your views?" The reptiles looked this way and that. They felt very uncomfortable. The snakes hissed angrily. The lizards wriggled their tails. The crocodiles opened their jaws even wider. "But," said one little lizard. "No buts," shouted Makara. There was silence. "I think," said a baby crocodile. "No, I thinks," screamed Makara so loudly that the fruit in the tree above him rained down. After that, no one had the courage to speak. They realized Makara had already made up his mind and would not listen to any reason. They decided to be quiet. Makara cleared his throat and showed everyone his sparkling teeth. "Well," he said, "I will tell you why we don't like the tortoises. They are so slow, so stupid. They even carry their houses on their backs. Who ever heard of such a stupid thing? Now you lizards, you live in trees. Would you ever carry a tree on your back? Would you?" Muted, frightened voices answered together. "No, we wouldn't. But," again buts. "Now listen up, you fools. I have told the tortoises that they will have to move out of Pambupati. When they go, they will have more of everything. More food, more water, more space. I want them out by tomorrow. But because they are such slow coaches, I have given them 1 week. By next Tuesday, we won't have a single tortoise left in this jungle. And by the following Tuesday, the poor tortoises were all gone." At first the animals were sad, but then they realized that what Makara had said was true. There was more food, more water, and more space for them. But soon a strange smell began to fill the forest. It was the smell of rotting fruit on the ground, rotting animals in the river. This was what the tortoises used to eat, and even Makara had to go about holding his nose with his big claws. Pambupati was not the same without the tortoises. The realization was dawning on everyone, but no one said anything. A month passed by, and then the same process repeated, albeit with the snakes this time. Makara wrote them one of his infamous letters. They were to leave the forest, and since they could move fast, they had to go in a day. Naga, the master of the snakes, pleaded for more time. But Makara would not give in. At the meeting he silenced the others, the lizards and crocodiles, with his all-powerful demeanor. "These snakes are slimy creatures. I hate them and cannot tolerate them at all. They are polluting my beautiful forest," he said, "and they make funny noises. Who wants such weird creatures around? They are no good. We cannot trust them too." No one opposed Makara, and so the snakes left with a heavy heart.